Welcome, foolish mortals, to Count Gauntly's Horrors from the Public Domain. I am your host, Count Simon Gauntly, and each episode I'll be leading you on a journey through the history of film. Specifically, we'll be exploring that eldritch abyss known as the public domain. These are films forgotten by time or abandoned by their creators. The strange, the horrifying, the poorly and cheaply produced. All of these are the purviews of the public domain. So what are we waiting for? Come, join me in my crypt. It's bigger on the inside. Come, join me.
There lived a man so long ago, Count Gauntly was his name. His horror host abilities had brought him wide acclaim. The people flocked from miles around each Gauntly movie night, not knowing that the films he showed infringed on copyright. Upon discovering this fact and learning it was true, an angry mob of lawyers formed with pitchforks, torches too. They tracked the Count and sought to stop his movie hosting ways, and torches blazing put an end to Gauntly's earthly days. But our man was too resilient to let death be the last word. He stirred, sat up upon his slab and vowed he must be heard. So he stocked his tomb with gadgets from the local studio, intent on showing movies on an awesome TV show. But he had to find a legal way, so Gauntly racked his brain. 'Twas then he learned of something called the public domain. Now here he is, the time has come, his dreams are coming true. Count Gauntly's here to share a film in hopes that you won't sue.
Hello, and welcome back to Count Gauntly's Horrors from the Public Domain. We're chilling out here in the crypt, the Blizzard Wizard and I, and our old friend Bile.
I've been here always.
Yes, quite. And, big doings here in the crypt. We're working on our way up to getting ready for Halloween. It's a big time of year here, just a month away, so we're working along. What do you think, Blizzard Wizard?
Yeah, the chilly times are certainly on their way. I'm very excited for the winter and those temperatures.
Yep, summer's on the way out. But before we get all the way to your favorite season, Blizzard Wizard, we got fall, which is boom time for the horror hosts. But before we're ready for Halloween, we're going to need a lot of supplies. We're going to need decorations. We're going to need hors d'oeuvres, cheeses, cheese plates. We're going to need some Gruyere. All kinds of things before we're ready. And that's going to cost money, which we don't have a lot of. So. Oh, look! Ogrot's back. Welcome back. For those of you who are just joining us, Ogrot was out last month because he was on a sailing trip, as he is sometimes wont to do, because it is his passion. He loves sailing. What kind of boat do you sail, Ogrot?
Well, Ogrot's a big steamboat that his father left him after funeral.
Really? When did your father die?
Father passed, must be a year now. And Ogrot tried to sail every once in a while in memory.
It's a noble goal, Ogrot. I can respect that. Was there any chance that maybe we could get in on that sailing? Because is it anything else other than remembrance? What drives you to take to the open water?
Well, Ogrot go on soul-transforming, life-changing experience this past month. Ogrot learned much about self and life, but Ogrot not share such things at work.
Okay. Well, he seems hesitant to share his soul searching with us, but you know what? Soul searching isn't the only thing you can get done on a boat. There's gold out there for the taking. There's treasure. And we could go out and get some of it, Like, we should just channel the pirates of old and head out onto the water and get some of that booty.
Well, it's very dangerous. Ogrot come back from crazy adventure, and Ogrot see things that no man ever see before.
What did you see?
Ogrot see gigantic creatures. Ogrot see men of magic. Ogrot see crazy men with markings on face.
Ooh, that sounds exciting.
Is not for faint of heart.
No, but since when were we ever faint of heart, Bile?
Well, there was that one time last week when we saw the chicken and it was... no.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, but we took it. And we can manage this too. So I say we hit those open waters and we search for that treasure and we make great pirates together. Arr! What say ye, matey?
This terrible idea. We will fail miserably.
I say it's still worth a shot. Let's... Blizzard Wizard, might you give me a hand here? Let's
What is this?
set up the foghorn.
Foghorn?
Right out here. Yes. Blast a mighty hailing call to tell the world that we are embarking on our journey. Yes. Thank you. Get ready, world. We're hitting the big time. The maritime. Ah, yes. Here we are, headed for the open water. Doesn't it just fill you with vim and vigor, Ogrot?
This raft is nothing compared to Ogrot's steamboat. We will surely fail.
Have heart. Like you said, it's not for the faint or the weak. We have to face the horizon with adventure in our minds and bodies. So, while we do that, you at home can watch the pilot episode of the 1956 series The Buccaneers. It's entitled Blackbeard, after that most notorious of buccaneers. Enjoy.
In the morning and blow you in my home. Clear away you're running here and blow, blow, blow.
To His Majesty King George I, from Captain Woods Rogers, July the 2nd, 1718. 62 days out of England, and in a few hours I begin my new job as Governor of the Bahamas, pledged to clean the pirates out of the Caribbean Sea. A few miles away is Nassau, the pirates' stronghold.
Hello there!
I have only a single ship, the Delicia. But my biggest gun is Your Majesty's offer of pardon to these lawless men. Lieutenant Beamish, you seem to be preparing for battle.
Sir, we're only a few hours' sail from Nassau Harbor.
I said nothing about bringing powder and shot from the magazine.
Well, I imagined you'd want to clean the cannon and prepare for action.
Oh, action, yes. You want us to enter Nassau Harbor with all guns blazing.
You see, sir, it's the only language pirates understand.
Mm-hmm. Is that what they taught you at midshipman's school?
Why, yes, sir, it is.
Christopher, do you ever stop to think that many of these pirates used to be honest English seamen, and many of them were hailed as heroes during the war with Spain?
A great mistake it was, too, sir. Why, most of them are nothing better than privateers.
Seems time to remind you, Lieutenant Beamish, that I was nothing better than a privateer. But I don't recollect that the Admiralty let that fact bother them when I brought in enemy ships as prizes.
I beg your pardon, sir. When the war was over, you didn't turn to piracy.
No, I could make my way without it. But those poor devils over there. England showed its gratitude to them by letting them rot in port for want of an honest berth. They only know one trade, so now they're using it the best way they can.
That may be so, sir, but we're still charged with cleaning them out.
Lieutenant, according to my latest information, there are seldom less than a dozen pirate vessels in Nassau Harbor, 5 times our number of able-bodied men, also a fort with half a dozen cannon.
You think to frighten me, sir?
Oh. Sometimes I wish I could, you know. Now, the southern coast's deserted. I'm going to land there tonight. Make your course south by southwest.
Aye, aye, sir.
You're to remain aboard, in charge of the ship. I'm going across the island on foot with Benji.
To Nassau? But, sir, if you don't think at all of us, with the ship and our guns are strong enough.
Oh, we've a stronger weapon than cannon to use against the pirates. King George's proclamation of pardon. If we go in fighting, you know, I may never get a chance to use that.
Well, I wish you luck, sir.
Thank you, Peter.
But suppose they don't accept the pardon. I mean, what shall I do if they hang you?
Well, if they hang me, I'd be greatly obliged if you'd fly the flag at half-mast. I'll take the pearls.
Ed. Tom.
Well, Dean!
Blackbeard, so you got back safely. When we lost you in the fog, we were afraid you had found it.
You hoped I found it.
You will have your joke.
And my share of the spoils.
Your share, but I took the ship.
I sighted her. I gave chase. I gave the signal to close it. Then I lost you in the fog. But I will take my share. Roll him over, Jose. All right, men, take it away. If you hadn't been so greedy, I might have left you, sir.
Good evening.
You're disturbing the peace, aren't you? You on official business? You got a new law for me to sign?
No. Who are you?
From the governor. Governor Thornley. I sign all the laws the pirates think up. That makes them official, see?
Who appointed you?
I did. I appointed myself. You see, there was nobody else left on the island.
You were alone on the island. How long?
5 years. Maybe 20. Spaniards killed everybody else. Haven't you got a law for me to sign it?
Not at the moment. You lived here as sole survivor then from the Spanish rage until the pirates came?
Yeah. Oh, good lads, the pirates. I told them I was governor. Then governor you stays, they said.
Mm-hmm. I may have to promote you, Sawney. The gatekeeper, perhaps.
Who are you, then?
I'm the new governor.
Captain Rogers, sir.
Well, Benji?
I looked all around, sir. There's nobody about.
Well, now, that's a nice way for a governor to behave.
You won't get my job. I'll tell Captain Blackbeard of you.
Take him away. Lock him up somewhere. Try and make him comfortable. I think I'll spend the rest of the night tidying up this office. There may be a lot of visitors dropping in tomorrow to accept the pardon.
Very good, sir. First, I'll see what I can do with a gun, just in case the visitors drop in to shove the pardon down our throats.
Every such pirate and pirate, so surrendering him or themselves as aforesaid, shall have our gracious pardon of and for such and so forth. In other words, it's a pardon. And there are large rewards for turning in anybody who doesn't surrender.
You know what this pardon means to me, don't you?
For you, nothing. You've never been a pirate.
No, I live often. What kind of business do you think I'm going to have in here if you wild men try to settle down to honest labor?
Quiet, you landlubber. What do you think of this proclamation, Blackbeard?
This rum is too weak for a grown man to drink. Put some gunpowder in it, Jack. Put some in yours, Jack.
Too early in the morning for me.
This dirty piece of paper is a devilish plot to weaken us. Some cur of an admiral will be moving him and his whole fleet to attack. And instead of blabbing about pardon, we better be getting ready to meet him.
Why, do you think there'll be an attack?
We've been expecting it, haven't we?
If you were a king's admiral and you wanted to take us by surprise, what would you do? You'd lay your ships across the mouth of the harbor to blockade us. Then you'd bring some men to the rear of the island to come up from behind. And then you might send a spy on ahead with a lying promise of pardon to weaken our defenses. We'll man every ship and sail out to meet them. I'll lead the way in the Queen Anne's revenge. One thing more. Whoever posted these treacherous proclamations may still be among us, to spy on us and report on the movement of our ships. We've got to find that dirty spy and cut out his gizzard.
I posted the proclamations.
Who are you?
Captain Woods Rogers.
Woods?
Ben.
Woods Rogers?
I am on the coast. You were a good man, Rogers. But if you've turned messenger boy for the king, you've no place in this free community.
Oh, I have a place here. And a job to do. I'm your new governor, men.
Blackie, tell him I'm the governor, Blackie. Tell him.
You say you're the new governor?
How many ships have you got out there to back you up?
We won't discuss that at the moment. Though you may be quite certain I didn't walk here from England.
Now, men, some of you were friends of mine in the old privateering days. I give you my word, this pardon, it's genuine. My advice is, accept it.
What do you say, Ben? Rogers always had a reputation for fairness. I'll take his word. And his pardon.
You turn traitor, Ben. There's a way to deal with you.
Take your hand off your pistol, Blackbeard. We have a difference of opinion on an important matter. The only sensible thing to do is to call a meeting of the Assembly and discuss it.
Good idea, Ben.
We stand around and jaw while this king's spy listens.
Oh, I'm quite happy to leave you to your deliberations. When you reach a decision, I'll be at my headquarters at the fort. Keep calm, gentlemen. That cannon shot's just to announce my presence here on the island. I thought everybody should have fair warning that some changes are being made.
Well, let's start the assembly.
Where's Governor Sawney?
He's over there.
On your feet, Your Excellency. We're having a meeting.
Leave the poor wretch alone.
Captain Hornigold, we run our meetings by established rules. And one of them is that Governor Sawney is always our chairman.
On your feet.
Let's go. Up with him.
Meeting come to order. Who wants to talk? No. Raise your hands, you murdering scoundrels. Where's your morality? The first man to raise his hand has the floor. Recognize Captain Teacher. Quiet, you dogs.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I say there's only one thing to discuss, gentlemen. Who's going to cut the throat of that king's flunky, Woods Rogers?
Watch a minute. First of all... Now, has anybody got a motion to make?
All right. I'll make the motion. Slit the governor's throat.
No. I want us to stand together. All of us. With all our men. Take the pardon. Thank God for delivering us from the shadow of the gallows. See, votamos! Deliver us from the gallows. Why, if it weren't for the gallows, every craven slink would turn pirate and there wouldn't be any pickings left. The men of courage. Aye! You want to live a life of freedom? A man's life tied to no crown and no country? Aye! Will you take what you want by the strength of your right arm? Aye! You're not bound by our vote. We can't force you to accept the pardon. You keep your blasted freedom.
Hornigold. You're a miserable, white-livered, sniveling coward.
Hold on to yourself, Ben. He's trying to turn it into a fight.
You have the face of a pig and the heart of a chicken. You want to crawl before Woods Rogers to please that flighty little wife of yours.
You challenge me, Ben. That means I have the choice of how we fight. It'll be pistols at 10 paces. If the first shot doesn't go through the heart of the head, we reload as fast as we can. See you on the beach.
Hey! Wasn't there a motion to vote on them? It's to be pistol balls, Governor Sawney, that decides who wins the motion.
Will you give the signal first, Jack?
Glad to oblige.
Back to back, gentlemen.
Let me have a last look at that ugly face of yours.
You'll see plenty like it in hell.
All
right. Take 5 paces and don't turn until I give the word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you ready, gentlemen?
Stop! In the name of the crown, hold. There'll be no winner in this duel. I'll hang the survivor.
A little while ago, this generous governor of ours spoke of pardon. Now he shows his true colors. Now he speaks of hanging.
No, the offer of pardon still stands for past crimes, whatever they were. But from this moment on, any violation of the law will be punished. If you two men continue with this duel, I repeat, I'll hang the winner.
I, for one, won't take any orders from a mealy-mouthed king's knock. And neither will...
You're under arrest, Teach. You'll be tried for the attempted murder of Captain Hornigold. And any of you that interfere with me will lose your chance of pardon. That's all.
Are you men gonna knuckle under to this? Whoa.
Come on, Teach.
I'm with you, Rogers.
Had enough?
All right, Rogers. But this isn't the last time we'll meet.
He thought he'd take my job.
We'll make it out to my ship if the harbor isn't blockaded already. Go on, men! Get on, you scum!
Governor Rogers, you can count on us. See.
I'll be some new friends, Benji. Blackbeard is a dangerous man, and his escape is a severe blow. Even though some of the pirates are accepting the pardon, we are sitting on a powder keg. Anything might happen.
We're almost around the point, sir. You can see now saw a plane. I only hope we're in time. Yeah, and I only hope we're not in too much trouble for going against the captain's orders. I'll worry about the orders. Yes, sir.
Ship coming into harbor. I told you you'd have the blasted Navy out there. Put your backs into it, men. We'll have to try to get by. Oh!
There's a longboat on our larboard bow, sir, heading out to sea.
Ahoy there! Who are you? Traders, honest men of business, escaping the wrath of the pirates. All hell has broken loose on the island. What news of Governor Rogers? The fiends have him staked to the ground, smeared with molasses, ready for the ants to get him. The filthy vermin! Set us dead into harbor!
Did they run out of the guns of the fort, Lieutenant?
The devil take her guns, we'll blow the fort out of the harbor! Wilson, man the larboard gun! Load with round shot. Fire! Fire!
It's the Delicia, Captain. She's sailing into the harbor.
Right, you young idiot.
Break him to midshipman.
Quick, get a white flag somewhere. Where's that white flag?
Can't find one, sir.
Yeah, take this. Come on now, quick!
Show your stumps, you measly landlubbers. Another 20 shots or so, and Master Beamish will find his range.
Cease fire! Must be the first time you hauled up the white flag, Captain.
It's the first time I've ever been treated to broadsides from my own ship. Ah!
Open in the name of the Crown. Come out one at a time, without weapon. Fetch a battering ram.
Come in, Mr. Beamish. You'll find the door is unlocked.
Oh, well, we started this journey headstrong and full of bravado, but sailing's tough work, Ogrot. You weren't kidding. And I fear worse is on the horizon. There's dark clouds above, and we're not quite the pirate captains that Blackbeard was. The wind's picking up. Oh, no. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, it's taking our boat to pieces. It might just flatten us. Oh, no. Oh, into the deep. Davy Jones's locker. Oh.
Our naval weapon systems are designed to meet the tactical needs of the fleet. When the enemy threat is limited in strength and speed, there may be plenty of time to prepare for an encounter, time to manufacture, to test, and to repair the components of a system, to assure that it will satisfy the necessary fleet requirements. With the utmost effectiveness. When the enemy threat is greater, there is an immediate need for a greater number of weapons. There is also a need for increased manufacturing ashore. This could result in the loss of a common standard of measurement between the individual manufacturers. The resulting incompatibility between the various components of the system would weaken the tactical effectiveness of the fleet. When any components are manufactured, it is expected that a certain percentage of them will not measure up to the designer's specifications. Therefore, an accurate method of testing components must be established at the manufacturing level to determine which items will be certain to work properly and which will not. But even good components will not remain that way forever. As time passes, they deteriorate. Fewer and fewer will be able to do the job required of them. Therefore, they must be retested at the fleet level to make sure that the components will always be ready to work as they were designed to work. As the requirements of a weapon system increase, so does the need for more testing equipment. This equipment is produced to operate within specific design tolerances. And like components, test equipment itself decays. And with time, more and more of its instruments are unable to do their jobs. When used, These inaccurate instruments will accept items with bad components at either end of the spectrum. Some of these instruments will drift, accepting bad components at one end, while good ones at the other end are rejected. Still other test instruments may behave erratically, accepting and rejecting items at random. Such a wide variation in tests results in costly and unnecessary handling and retesting of good components. Even worse, it results in the use of bad components and weakens the fleet's combat potential. With today's highly complex tactical situations, the combat readiness of the total weapons system depends on the accuracy of adjustments that link its many components and subsystems together. The failure of the entire weapons system could be due to an error in position fix of a few arc seconds, or to a communications delay of a few microseconds. Or the system might fail because of a fire control error of a few millivolts, or because of an equally small variation in a guidance correction signal. Many of the components which make up a highly complex weapon system are extremely delicate and decay at a very fast rate. Within weeks of their installation, some are no longer doing the job required of them. It may be impossible to detect this decay, except through the continuous use of complex monitoring equipment, which transfers information from one subsystem to another. Or by the regular use of test equipment, considerably more precise and delicate than the items under test. As the testing and monitoring equipment decays, though it may appear to be functioning properly, it will in fact be giving increasingly erroneous readings, upon which incorrect adjustments to the system will be made. Thus, it is essential that the testing and monitoring equipment itself be tested and adjusted, to be sure it stays within its design tolerances. Without this assurance of a higher level of tests, we can expect a gradual decrease in the combat readiness of the fleet. It is the responsibility of the captain and crew of each vessel to maintain the reliability of test and monitoring equipment by arranging for its testing. The job of testing and adjusting items of test equipment to meet their proper tolerances is called calibration. Calibration relies ultimately on the establishment of some very precisely determined standard of measurement, to which all testing instruments can be compared with confidence. But a single standard alone cannot be used to calibrate the huge number of testing devices that will need this service again and again. And to supply every vessel, depot, and factory with the most accurate standards possible would be much too costly. So less expensive standards of measurement must be manufactured, so that all test equipment can be calibrated more readily. However, to ensure against the decay of this standard and to maintain uniformity of measurement, all calibration facilities must have their standards undergo regular periodic comparison with standards of higher accuracy, and so on, so that a minimum number of standards will be necessary for comparison to the highest of all standards. Such a system of calibration standards is essential to assure a uniformity of all testing and measuring equipment. Calibration also assures the precise integration of all the components, modules, and systems of each vessel. This reliability of a ship's test and monitoring equipment depends on the crew in meeting test requirements and calibration schedules, and on the captain in providing direction for their accomplishment. Actual calibration, or the testing of test equipment, is occasionally performed by the equipment user, but more often it is handled by over 100 Navy calibration laboratories located at contractor facilities, shipyards, air stations, and fleet tenders around the world. These labs are staffed with personnel especially trained in metrology, the science of measurement. The calibration instruments used here are in turn tested and realigned by more exact calibration equipment located at Navy Standards Laboratories. There is still more precise equipment which compares the equipment of these labs with the highest of all standards of measurement at the National Bureau of Standards. This network of calibration and standards laboratories is carefully integrated and standardized by providing each lab with identical equipment and identical technical procedures and training. Periodic calibration schedules are established according to the known decay rate of each piece of test equipment. These schedules vary from periods of 1 month to as much as a year or more. Periodic calibration cuts down on costly and time-consuming rejection and reworking of good items, as well as reducing the erroneous acceptance of bad items. Periodic calibration assures the captain and crew of each vessel that their tests are true tests, that the natural decay within their testing and weapons system will be detected and corrected. Why do we calibrate? Without calibration, our costs go up and our tactical efficiency goes down. With calibration, we are confident that our test equipment and weapon systems will operate as designed.
Oh, keep swimming, men. We gotta try to make it to land. Oh, now that we've been thrown from our vessel in this harsh weather, hopefully we can. Oh my! Oh, hostile sea creatures.
Wait.
What shall we do?
Ogrot have this. Ogrot learned to communicate with such large creatures on his travels.
Yeah, you got that's experience. He's putting his sailing training to use. Talking to the creatures. Swim this way. What did you tell them?
We're good to go. Hop on.
We're good to go?
Hop on.
Take us to land? Come on, Blizzard Wizard. Grab a sea critter. Let's go. Onward, loyal friends of the ocean. Onward! Here we go. Oh, I can tell we're getting closer to civilization already. Yes. Very, very good. Excellent. Thank you, sea buddies. Tell you one thing, I'm glad our animal friends came along to help us out, because I don't think I could have held out much longer. But It's a good thing we found him, huh, Ogrot?
Yes, they saved life for Ogrot more than once.
What about you, Blizzard Wizard?
I don't know. There's no way I'm getting home to my winter wonderland ever again.
Oh, it's true. It's been rough. We haven't exactly been living our pirate adventure that we wanted. But at least we're back on terra firma, and that's the important thing. But where are we going to go from here? I just don't know.
We could find and eat monkey.
We could find and eat a monkey.
Huh! Yo-ho, I say! Hands off the treasure!
Whoa! What treasure? There's no treasure here.
Are you kidding me? Right here! What does that say to you?
Here be treasure.
Exactly! And you violated the pirate's code! You can't just do that! I'm gonna summon my pirates on you! Come to me, my friends!
What's going on?
Where are you?
Oh no! Sounds like bad doings.
Faster!
What's happening?
Do I have to do this all day?
Oh, they're coming. Oh no! Oh!
Gotcha!
I'm being strong-armed. Oh!
All right, take him with the others. Put him on the island holding cell.
Oh, they're leading us off. They're leading us off. Oh! Where are you taking us? We didn't know there was any treasure. No! Oh. Well, this is a fine mess we've gotten into.
Ogrot say not for
shouldn't have
dinner
touched
part.
the treasure.
All right, wow. Oh.
Yep, you made a poor mistake today. Well, luckily it works out for us because we got a deal with the cannibals on the island. Yep, pretty soon they're gonna be stopping by and they will eat every one of you. But thankfully, we get something out of this. We get some fruit, some nice supplies, and I think we'll be doing pretty good after this. So, good luck. You look like you got a good set of brains on you, because that's great, because they love brains. So, good luck. See you probably never. Let's go, boys.
Guess we gotta look harder for treasure signs next time.
Is this worth treasure? Is this worth it all?
Somehow I feel they're not going to get the full benefit of our brains. What with the death, it's set in at this point. You know,
Nice.
they're moldering up there. What are they going to do with them? I just don't know.
Ogrot think they do not like rust on dead body.
Perhaps not. Only time will tell.
We here to eat brains of crazy people. Brains very good, make us very smart. Get ready, because we will eat you very, very slowly and very painfully.
Oh, but why? Why must you eat us?
Because it's fun! It's fun to eat people!
Oh.
Just 1 second, you misguided miscreants! Bow, bow,
Freak slice!
Greetings! I have been on this island for years, studying the nature, studying the pirates. The flow of the life here is cruel and misguided.
Where?
What?
Where have you been staying? I've never seen you.
Face makeup.
Oh.
Natural berries to guide my face into the brush. Now, why? Why must you eat these people? I have lived with them. I have been part of their lives. They are more important than just food items.
Well, what else can we eat?
You can eat grass. You can eat coconuts. There's coconuts here. I like coconuts. Gosh, think about it, people. Brains are a delicacy. Maybe when they're dead by natural causes, you can eat them. Think about that.
That would be a lot less work.
A lot less work. See, you gotta tie them up. You gotta listen to them cry about it. You know, it's just way too much work. So come on, let's just untie these guys. And...
Well, wait. You guys eat brains. That rings a bell, doesn't it? I mean, who do we know that eats brains?
We have cooked brain.
We have cooked brain, lamb brain, all kinds of.
See, they eat really weird stuff too. You're like the same people, except we dress different, but you're all weirdos in the end, just like me.
We are weird.
Ogrot not weird.
Well,
okay.
Sorry.
But so what are we gonna do about this then?
I guess we could let you go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Thanks, Freak Slice.
No problem, buddy. You're Ogrot.
All right. Hey, y'all, you natives, you gourmands. Let's I got a deal that you might like a little better than eating us. We can hook you up. We're gonna get some riches. Just come with us. All right.
Oh, all right.
Come along.
I can trust you.
This will work out. You're gonna
I set some traps. Be careful.
I like it.
Look out for the traps. Okay? Yeah. We're good.
No. Move it over to the side. Move it. Hurry. Oh, God. Oh, I guess that's going to have to do. All right. Just leave it alone. We'll make a new sign, and we'll make sure that nobody touches it. I'm really tired of people touching all the treasure. Come on.
Oh, wait. Not so fast, dastardly pirates. Come back here. We're going to send the natives after you.
No.
All right. Go, native, go. Thank you. Yes, the pirate threat is abated. They've been chased away by our native allies.
I think they're gone now.
Oh, thank you very much. So, I know what we have to do. Well, a couple things. Ogrot, I hear here be treasure. So, investigate. Oh, what have you found there, Ogrot?
Ogrot has done it. Ogrot has found the treasure of Ikmandu.
Ikmandu?
This is what Ogrot was searching for last month on sailing ship. Not soul search, treasure search. And he's finally
Somehow I
found it.
knew all along, and now we've found it.
Your treasure is a movie reel?
A film reel. The most famous public domain movie of all time. And we'll share it with you in an episode to come. But for right now, the secret treasure stays secret. Now, gents, there's one final thing we got to take care of. Now, our raft got a little smashed up on our way here, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't it, Blizzard Wizard?
Yes, it did, indeed.
Yes. So, we got to find a new way home. And while those natives, Mr. Native, you go deal with those pirates. You keep them busy. Go for it.
Can I eat them?
Yes, you may.
Oh, yes.
So while they're doing that, I think I've come up with the perfect way for us to get off this island and get back to Crypt, Sweet Crypt. Let's go.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yo ho, blow the man down. To blow the man down.
Oh, beautiful music. A fitting celebration to mark our victory over those dastardly pirates. Yes, we've absconded with their ship and we're headed back to the crypt. And it's a good end to the journey, I'd say. We dug up a great film to show at Halloween time, or some other place we've got time to fill. And we also found this very enlightening Buddha statue in lightning. I think it's quite a priceless spoil of our travels and travails. Ooh. Yes. I like it a lot. And I hope you've enjoyed joining us, you at home as well. It's been quite a trip. Thank you for sharing sailing with us, Ogrot.
Thank you, Ogrot.
Ogrot do what Ogrot must do.
Yes. Well, how better to end than with another musical rendition here on the sea, the roiling, boiling sea. Ha. Take it away, Ogrot and Freak Slice. Our savior.
I shall.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Lie in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Lie in the morning.
Very nice.
Yarr. Arr. Arr.
A-roving across the ocean. Oh, let's go a-roving and join the Buccaneer. We'll find adventure, adventure across the ocean. Oh, we'll find adventure and join the Buccaneer. He's the bravest man we know. Say he's not and you'll be walking the plank, sir. Let's go a-roving across the ocean. Oh, let's go a-roving and join the Buccaneer. The life of the ocean wave will be the only life for you and me. We'll sail across the mighty sea forever. And if we find the dangers near, we'll whistle and cheer the Buccaneer. And we will face the enemy together. Let's go a-roving across the ocean. Oh, let's go a-roving and join the Buccaneer.